experience having people around you that know kind of directionally where to head, even if it's not directly relevant to what you're doing, and putting all of those pieces together in a way where it can all work. And then the more people involved, the better. And the more accountability it holds you to as well, which also makes you stay sharp and on your game.
Very true. Now, you touched on earlier that you guys have other flavors, that you have the roasted s'mores and salted caramel. What other flavors can people kind of look forward to in the future?
So we will be having a French vanilla. We also
Ooh,
have something chocolate that we're intrigued by, but I don't want to launch that one yet because we're still trying to develop a couple things with that.
nice.
And then just a different form of our product that will be coming out over the next few weeks. So we'll be announcing that here in the near term, and we have a lot of stuff coming up, and some people that we're talking to that might get a little further reach as well in the near future.
All right, I like that. Definitely stay tuned to see what's happening with y'all. Now, I have a segment on the
Definitely,
show.
definitely. Yeah, we're pretty excited.
That's awesome. So I have a segment on the show. I call it the 5 count, just 5 random questions.
Okay, let's go.
What song do you car karaoke to?
What song do I what to?
Car karaoke to, sing along to.
Car karaoke to. Oh, right now, it's actually that opening song from the movie Wonka.
Oh, that is a good.
Uh,
I just saw that the other day. That's a very good movie.
yeah, my my 3-year-old is obsessed, so it is constantly on repeat, and so that would be my number one right now.
There you go. Yeah, I imagine that you definitely ride the wave of this is a great song, and then oh, if I hear this song one more time, I'm going to drive this car off a cliff, and then you go back to
Yep,
this is such a great song again.
yep, very true.
Yeah,
I always go back to classical though, so there's not a lot of karaokeing to do with that one as well.
that's true. Now, if you were a pro wrestler or MMA fighter, what would your name be?
Hmm. We'll go with Laperky.
Oh, I like that.
There's
Uh,
a local men's workout group that I'm a part of, and it's kind of stuck in referencing percolators, and like I'd be okay with that.
it sounds very French, and like you said, you obviously could bring in the coffee aspect of everything, so everything works.
Yep.
What for dinner guest would you have, dead or alive?
Ooh. Johann Sebastian Bach.
Nice.
This kind of speaks to my I really appreciate philosophy and uh religious debate, ideas, thought. I'm personally a Christian, but I just love talking through ideas.
Hmm.
Uh, and so also Martin Chemnitz, which is most people have heard of Martin Luther, but they say if the second Martin wouldn't have come, the first Martin wouldn't have stood.
Oh,
Um, Third one, I'm going to say Alexander the Great.
interesting. Okay.
And I'm going to say fourth one, gosh, Jobs is just such an interesting character.
It's so interesting. That's a good little mix there. I like that. Who or what inspires you?
For my coffee brand or just more generally?
Just generally.
I mean, my wife is pretty massive. She helps me think extremely clearly on issues that I otherwise would maybe just run with guns a blazing
Mm.
and take a step back and be like, well, is that really a clear picture? Or is that more so taking what I'm already conscious of or aware of in some capacity and trying to do that without having thought fully about the implications? Um, I'd say she's number one. Number two, um, yeah, I mean, in the day to day, I'm just going to stick with that.
There you go. And what would you tell your 17-year-old self?
Hmm. I think one of the biggest things would be more aggressive in life.
Hmm,
There's often very little downside in most actions, as long as you're following the law, obviously.
obviously.
Uh, but I think we overestimate the downside and underestimate the upside of just taking action and doing things that scare you.
Yeah. You could, yeah, you could tell yourself that at any age, really.
Yeah, very true.
Now, for those that want to follow you guys online, buy the coffee, find out more about you, see these developing, flavors and announcements you guys have, how can they do all the things?
Definitely. Yeah, so we are on X. I believe we're at Hydrating Coffee. We are on Instagram at ElectroBrew, and same on Facebook. And then we will be a few more places here in the near term.
Hmm,
We have a YouTube channel, but we haven't really done much, so we will be moving that here in the future as well. TikTok may be doing something here in the future as well, but again, it's always the where do you put your time and how much time do you have?
right. If there was only a way you could just do everything at once and then just blast it out everywhere at the same time and then not have to worry about it.
I think that exists.
It does, but
I
I think
have
you also have to pay for it. I don't know if there's
that's
free.
that's the other side, and then it's the keeping up with it, and
Yes.
we're trying to grow lean, as they say, and so it's a balancing act there too.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, Timothy, thank you so much for your time. I've loved this conversation, and I can't wait to try Electro Brew myself. You know, I'm
Yeah,
I'm so glad this is actually out here for people. So, go get yourself some Electro Brew and look out obviously for these amazing announcements you guys have.
thanks so much. I really appreciate it, John, and please let me know. I was going to get you some samples here in the near term, so that way you can also enjoy it yourself, and even our new product specifically.
Perfect. Thank you so much to Timothy for being on the show. Again, ElectroBrew Coffee. If you want to be hydrated and drink coffee at the same time, they are the ones to look at, and definitely get into that because you don't want to be dehydrated, and nobody likes that feeling after we've had some nice, wonderful coffee. So make sure to go find them and then go follow us on the social medias. It is Brewsers Pod. That is BREWSERSPOD on the Instagram, the Threads, and the Twitter. If you want to send us an email, it is brewserspod@gmail.com. If you want to follow me directly, it is Rody John. That is RODIEJON. Rody John is the name on the Twitter and on Untapped. In case you want to find out what I'm drinking, maybe we can have a beer together. If you want to follow me on the Threads or the Instagram, it is official Rody John. So until next time, make sure to enjoy life, drink local, and cheers.